guys, it's Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, which you can find me on Facebook and Instagram. You can also find me as Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube, and if you would like a personal reading from me, then you can always find me at my website, which is sleepywisdom.com. So, without further ado, we shall get into the masculine energies. See what they're up to at the moment. Sun's starting to shine at the moment. It was the most disgustingly hot days over the weekend. Doing up my bathroom at the moment and antiquing the walls, so because the walls are pretty ordinary, but yeah, that's what I did. It was very, 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 very hot. I was dripping in sweat for most of the weekend. But anyway, the masculine. Where is the masculine? Oh, okay, 7. Oh, the masculine energies. Okay, so the masculine energies are very, very focused at the moment on the finances of his life right now. There will be a new system that comes into play, and it will depend on where you're at vibrationally about which system you will hone in on. There will be one put out by the Cabal, which is the digital system through the central banking system. Then there will be another one that will come in that will be of a higher vibration. Unless, depending on where your vibration sits, will depend on where we place our energies as far as the financial system goes. The digital, the digital currency that is coming in from the lower matrix world will be put in, but it's about control. So it will control absolutely every part of your life. It will be short-lived and will not be there for long, because at the moment the earth is shifting and the people of the earth are shifting into higher octave and into these beautiful energies of ascension and awareness. The world is waking up. So because of that, the masculine energies will have to decide on where they're going to place their frequency. At the moment, the masculine energies are such that they are still not sure about moving into these higher octaves. They are still wanting to cling to some of the shadows, also to the old world system, and into some form of artificial AI system, which they which a lot have aligned themselves to. However, nothing can stop what's coming, nothing can stop the ascension, the biological and also to the spiritual ascension of every living human being on this planet. The energies are such that the masculine energies will have to shift, will have to move, and actually see that there is something far greater awaiting them. But first it will take a mind shift and also to an alignment within before that can actually occur. And so a lot of those matrix energies that are of the masculine type of energy, that is still hooked into the old matrix time mechanics, and because of, so it's a lot more logical in its way of being. However, it cannot sustain itself in where we are going and where the earth is moving into galactically, and also on every other level. In the frequency level too, we are shifting and moving. The masculine energies will have to shift from one of that lower vibration into another. They are doing it, but the timing, it's like the matrix, it's like the mechanics of the time. The wheel of time is slowly shifting for the masculine. It has not yet moved into a complete higher octave. But because the feminine leads the way and is already sitting in these contemplative energies of higher dimensional frequencies, the masculine will have no choice but to move into that, kicking and screaming if he has to. And for some, it will be those that hold that greater amount of masculine energy, that are in that shadow aspect of fear, will, and the artificial AI and logical ways of being and thinking will have some sort of awakening, very, very harsh awakening, that will remove them, that will literally pry their fingers from that old world structure, and and have to move into free fall. So that's where the masculines are at right now, really kind of probably at the brink of awakening, but not there yet. A lot of how the masculine energies work too is about, I'm seeing like a game. It's like the masculine often looks at things like a game, and they play games to keep them, where they're comfortable. However, that will actually be to their detriment. They will find as the energies move and shift, they will no longer be able to sustain that. People will be able to see right through the games, any games that are being played, that they are playing. And really in the end, they'll recognise that hopefully that they are only playing themselves. Yes, we have the old matrix clock here, the old way of being, and having to, the old matrix clock and the inner workings of that matrix system there. They will have to shift and move out of that and come into the sunlight with the feminine. The feminine is no longer interested in pulling the masculine up and out anymore. The feminine energies are in contemplation right now and in stillness and love, awaiting the groom. She is the bride awaiting the bridegroom. However, the bridegroom is still on his buck's night, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see whether or not he gets to the church on time. So yeah, that's how we are. That's how the energies are playing out at the moment that I'm seeing. But if wishes were fishes. So I do see that eventually, oh, and look at that, oh my God. There could be some coming together this year of twins. Divine masculine, divine feminine coming together in the form of those two swans there, and also the two fishes, if wishes were fishes. So this year could be the year of that a lot of the twins do come together. And that will be because that will be part of the shift as we move into these new world energies. It will be the shift that is needed to take us completely into these new earth energies. Because if you look at that, there's two swans there, which is usually the sign of the twins. You've got the heart center in the center, and then the light coming from the heart center. So there could be a coming together of the masculine and feminine, definitely within each and every single one of us, which will then actually awaken not only ourselves, but the rest of the planet as well. But there could also be a coming together, just not of the divine masculine, divine feminine within, but also divine masculines and divine feminines without. So this could come in the form of twin soul relationships, mirrored soul relationships, so that we can bring in these beautiful new earth energies and move into this higher octave, where we will then move into a much more user-friendly way, and also and being able to access a newer, more high vibrational financial system. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting year because sorry, I'm thinking what do you call it? The digital reset that the cabal have wanted to put in and to orchestrate may be the catalyst that actually moves everybody from their shadow into the light. It may just be the driving force, because when you actually, go to the bank and you can't actually deposit any more than $3,000 or take out any more than that, and you realize that you cannot access your money because somebody else is in control of it, then that's probably going to be the one thing that the masculine will not be able to tolerate, and that will force them to awaken. So interesting times we are living in. But awakening is going to occur. Ascension is going to occur. It is inevitable. It is already happening, and the feminine is already there, just awaiting her masculine. Okay, so if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe, and I shall see you anon. Okay, bye for now.